Hey guys, it's the Gemmy Fan here on Gemmy Master Electronics, and what you're looking at here is something that you probably normally wouldn't see in my collection just because of I'd say it kind of belongs in a category in which I don't necessarily collect. I know a few fish collectors in particular have this, but the only reason I got this is because I like the songs and I heard that it's just really cool and animated. Plus, I have a lot of farm animals. Why wouldn't I get this? But yeah, what you're looking at here is the Gemmy animated 2006 Decoy Roy. Now, Decoy Roy was sold at places like Bass Pro Shops. I don't know if he was sold at Walmart or not. He might have. No, Walmart, I'm sure they probably carried him at one point in time. But yeah, theirs were sold at a few places. And from what I heard, I think he's considered a little bit uncommon nowadays. And at first, I guarantee you, when you saw this in the thumbnail, you probably thought it was that Duck Dynasty duck. Trust me, I don't think I would ever get one of those. My apologies for those who do have it. I'm just not a big fan of those. But anyways, yeah, I got this off eBay for around 16 bucks total, maybe plus a little bit shipping, not much. Oh, but man, for the cheap price I got it for the viewers, some of the viewers may or probably do know the crap I had to go through just to get this thing to work properly. When I first got this thing, man, it was a complete mess, and I have a clip somewhere of when I just first got it in the box. Because in the listing, the person said, of course it's not their fault, they didn't know much about it, but they said, put batteries in it, it works, it's loud. So I guessed, okay, that's great, it works. Now, that's one thing you got to know about eBay sellers that don't collect this stuff, guys. When they say it works, that means they pop batteries in it and and it makes noise, and it does one or two things, if not anything. They may just think it's a sitting thing that you just press and it makes a whole bunch of quacking noises. With that being said, I think they took it literally and they just probably thought it made a whole bunch of quacking noises, because the only thing they did was move his mouth. Let me just go ahead and describe the problems for you. It had a split gear for the head and the tail, which is one mechanism, guys. It's the same, okay, if it helps you, it's the same mechanism as Lucky the Lobster or Rocky the Lobster, whatever you want to call it. Same concept there. Except the only difference is the mechanism that pulls up this head, which I'll get to in a second. That was a complete pain in the ass. But yeah, I had to replace the 9-tooth gear in this. These things probably could also work with 10 tooths, I don't know. But since there was a 9-tooth, then I just went ahead and replaced it with the same teeth. With the head, I just kind of had to break that loose. It was just stuck, basically. But this head thing, the thing that makes it lift up and down, was smashed into a million different pieces. You can ask people like Sam or Lake WI44, Jordan, Spirit of Haunting, also known as Jacob, even just a whole crap ton of people that I was trying to talk to get this thing maybe, to work. And eventually, I got it. I don't know how I did, but this thing was broken into a million pieces. Oh yeah, I forgot to also mention I had a square shaft broken, because there are 2 square shafts in this thing. This is original, the one that lifts up this head is not. I parted that out from another mechanism. Not gonna lie, this thing was a complete pain in the ass, otherwise known as hell to fix. So if you ever get one of these, and if you run into this many problems, I don't know what to say. Good luck to you. No tutorial on how to fix this thing. You are on your own, every man for himself if you get one. Just hope you get one with a simple split gear, that's all I could say, or else you're just completely screwed all together, because the parts and components in these things are very, very old and very brittle. How I got this thing to actually work once again, I don't know. All I could say is time and patience. Those are the key things to restoring these things, especially when it's that bad, because I had to melt pieces together. I had to remake a couple things just to fit and work properly in there. But otherwise, it turned out good. It usually does turn out well. I don't know why, but I had confidence that I could fix this thing. Although at some point in time, I thought I was going to throw this thing out the window or shoot it, one of the two. Literally, that would make sense. But yeah, anyways, we'll get to the box first. It does have the box, as you can clearly see. It says, "Try Me," featuring 10 different sayings and 2 different songs, Freebird and Fly. Motion activated, Decoy Roy, animated decoy. Try Me with a... Funny how it actually has like a battery. This is Try Me on there. It says, watch their surprise as he turns his head and moves his neck. I'll do that first. And here is this description kind of reminds me of Jimmy's heydays when because this is what brought all this stuff to you. It says, from the company that brought you Big Mouth Billy Bass and Buck the Singing Animated Trophy comes the next step in taxidermied fun. Decoy Roy has been carefully created to look just like the real deal, so you fool your friends and give them a side-splitting surprise. 2006, Gemmy Industries Corporation, www.gemmy.com, and that's just about it for the box. And yeah, like he's made to look exactly like a decoy, which probably wasn't hard for this company to make because companies already make decoys. It's not like they were actually trying to duplicate an actual duck in this scenario. And one thing you gotta learn about Decoy Roy is that he is extremely loud. He has a speaker. He doesn't have one of those cheap little tiny coin magnet speakers. He has one of the big magnet speakers, like you'd see in a snowflake spinner. It's about the size of that. Yeah, this took me about maybe 6 hours to repair, guys. Like, I've never run into many things that had this many plastic issues. If it was just a split gear, it probably would have taken me 5 minutes. But after all being said and done, here he is. He is also sound, and well, he's not sound. He's motion activated, but I'm not going to leave him on motion activated because he's extremely loud, and I prefer not to wake up the whole house tonight. So I'm going to try to get these phrases done as quick as possible without waking anybody up. So without further ado, we'll show it to you. So that's pretty much all of his phrases and songs, so I guess we'll play both of his songs one more time and end this review. And yes, I know he's supposed to go back down as soon as he says the small phrases, but it doesn't always work that way because the pieces are so... They were so bad. They're all fixed now, but yeah, I don't really care because it reverses itself when it goes down when it moves the tail, so it really doesn't matter. So, that pretty much concludes this review of the Gemmy Animated 2006 Decoy Roy. Thanks for watching.